In a recent survey in the United States and Europe, many payers and clinical experts challenged biopharma company trade-offs between robust evidence and filing speed. 83% of payers were unhappy about the choice of trial comparators.
Inadequate comparator or old comparator using only placebo is fine for authorization, but not for payers.
60% of respondents raised issues regarding endpoint selection and clinical relevance.
Oftentimes, the endpoints selected are only used in clinical trials, and it's difficult to understand the clinical relevance of the endpoint. It may have met statistical significance, but I'm not sure if it's clinically meaningful.
Payers and physicians feel that pharma companies could generate much stronger evidence to improve patient access. You might say, payers always want better evidence. Yes, that may be true. But are we carefully considering the impact of more robust evidence options? Or are we racing to the market with a drug that customers don't want? The concerning signal for the industry is that the return on investment for R&D has been steadily declining and reached 1.8% in 2019. Lack of product differentiation has resulted in net price declines in the US over the last 2 years. Here's my question. Are you really considering the value needs of your customers? Do you systematically assess all customer value needs and ask yourself what evidence needs beyond FDA requirements could accelerate adoption of your products?
FDA or EMA approval is an essential hurdle that stands in the way of starting access discussions with customers. However, FDA approval by itself does not get a single pill to patients. Do we have the right evidence to negotiate a fair price and avoid large rebates? Are we able to gain favorable formulary status, avoiding cumbersome restrictions or high patient copayments? Can we gain a favorable position in clinical treatment guidelines and value frameworks? Can our drug help provider organizations improve their quality metrics or organizational economics? Given payer and provider coverage and clinical expert recommendations, will physicians prescribe our drug? Will the patient pick up the script or balk at the copay? Will the patient stay on the drug given efficacy, tolerance, and copay? Optimally addressing each of the access journey decisions and related evidence needs helps us to maximize the ability for patients to get the drug and realize our revenue forecast.
We need to consider all access journey customer decisions and their evidence needs, as they ultimately impact how many patients will have access to the drug. Are we doing that? Have we truly convinced our customers of the value of our drug, or are we just providing lip service? To design an optimal evidence plan, we need to make sure that we evaluate the impact of multiple strategic options against the company objectives. Quick to market is certainly an objective, but make sure it's not the road to nowhere.